Alright, back again, Luke here. And as you can see in front of you, these are some of those packages that I'm getting ready to send out here for that Merry Early Christmas. And I'm really thankful for those of you who are interested in participating in this. I think it'll be kind of cool to see other YouTubers get some packages here. I'll be sending these ones out in the next couple of days, probably by Wednesday. It's Monday right now, so I'll send these out in the next couple of days. So yeah, for the, what is it, the Merry Early Christmas thing, the reason why I chose 5 people is I wanted to try and give, you know, as many packages as I could. These things are going to be a lot. But for those of you who are interested in participating in it, you know, you don't have to give, you know, 5 packages to people. You could, you know, give 1 or a couple or something like that. And it doesn't have to be huge. It could be, you know, a small package. I don't know how clear I was on the video. I probably, you know, made it seem like, you know, just give 1,000 packages to people, but, you know, just even 1 package, and it could be a small package. I mean, you could give like a trading card or something like that that has something gaming related on it, or a figure or something like that. I think that would still be cool enough, you know, just to make somebody's day. So, but nonetheless, I have this here. This will be going out here soon. And I figured I'd show you guys what I was up to here. If you remember, I was messing around with this Lindbergh. This place is still a scattered mess. But I was trying to wire up this Lindbergh here, and I was using the schematics for the game that I've been trying to wire up. And unfortunately, the JVS, which is basically the hub here that controls all of the controls, like the guns and the up, down, left, right, anything like that, this JVS board here that's made for this game is listed as 833-14505, and the JVS that I have is this one here. And as you can see here, this is an 837-14572. And the board layouts are completely different. So with these pinouts here, what I had to do is I had to try and hunt down the pins that I needed. And luckily through AGS, or the Andy Geezer website, he's, you know, great guy, fantastic guy, and he has all of the pinouts here for the different JVS boards. So what I had to do is I had to modify the JVS here a little bit. As you can see on this board, the board that I have here, you can see that the power for the pots is here. You can see that the grounds are here, and then the inputs for each one of the pots from 0 up through like 8, I think, or 6. Are all listed on here, but I had to swap around some wires in order to get the correct wires in the correct spots so I could get the power out of these, because for the one that I have for the connector here, this is the connector 6, number 6, there are a lot of open spaces, and normally with the wires that are on this connector here, it didn't have them in the correct spot, so I had to pull the wires out and push them into the correct ones. I also had to wire up 3 pots here, and these pots are just the ones that I had laying around from different projects, so I might have to pick up some other ones. But without these pots connected up here, the game will not allow you to change anything. As you can see right now, it's in the test mode, and normally, without the pots hooked up, this thing will go crazy. Like, it'll just, the cursor itself will just be going up and down really quickly, and you have to have all the pots situated in order for this thing to correctly work. So I've been messing around with that for the last couple of days, trying to get that going. Finally got the 3 pots that I needed wired up, and the game seems to be, you know, turning on okay. I need to go through and hook up the rest of the controls for it, and I need to make a joystick for it, but I figured I'd show you guys what game I've been messing around with. This is one that I've had here for at least about a good, I don't know, 7 months or so. I picked it up a while back. But it's one that I wanted to give a shot, and I knew it was going to be a little bit tricky because the parts that are normally used with the Sega Lindbergh and the controls are always, you know, have a motor of some sort connected to them, or they have the coin-in, you know, slot that's always on. And if you don't go through here in the test menu and turn them off, the system will keep coming up with an error, and it won't allow you to play the game. If you guys remember back when I had my, when was it? I think it was either Initial D running on this or the Sega Race TV. It had the same thing, so I had to put it into free play, and then you had to turn off all of the motors in order to get it to boot. So that's what I was trying to do with this, but unfortunately with all of these pots here not being connected, this was just scrolling at like, you know, 1,000,000 miles a second, and it was, you know, you could probably try and click on it, but you'd wind up clicking on the wrong one, and then once you got into that menu, it was just scrolling really quickly. So finally I got it to be stationary, and I'll show you what's going on here. So let's get out of this test mode here, let this beast boot. I got a couple of powered PC speakers over here, and those are being used for my sound at the moment, but it's not complete yet. I still have to, like I said, I have to wire up the controls and things like that, and the screen is a bit off, and that's something that I have to do on the inside, which is a pain. But now the game will start up. Before it was popping up a motor error, so you guys can see which game's in here. Try and turn this up a little bit. There's going to be some scrolling lines here, but hopefully I can get this thing going pretty soon, because I'd love to play it. And that's Afterburner Climax. So, like I said, I don't have any of the coin ends or anything like that on, but
Climax.
But yeah, as you can see, it's you know, it's turning on now, so I'm pretty happy about that. I gotta, you know, do some work on the controls to get everything to work out all right. And let's turn this down here. But yeah, I have to wire in the controls here, and the joysticks that I have are basically, they all run on what is it, like digital signals. So I'm going to wind up putting these pots in there. I have to do some rigging a little bit to get it to work, but once I get everything squared away and get the fire buttons and all sorts of stuff like that all put together, this thing should be playable, and I think it'll be a lot of fun as well. But it's something that might take some time here in order to get completed, but nonetheless, I figured I'd show you guys that I at least finally got it working here, and maybe you guys will find this a little bit interesting, and yeah. So that's what's going on around here. But a lot of mess, a lot of parts, a lot of hunting and picking for all of the different pinouts. You can see some of the gameplay here as well. But the thing has a turbo feature as well, like a thrust, and that's one of the pots that I had to hook up. But it's a fantastic looking game. Not too much more left to do. I mean, I'm going to have to adjust the pots on the, this is the thrust here for your climax. So, That's something I'll have to wire up and make up a controller for, which is going to be fun. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. I don't know how well it's going to work out, but maybe it'll work out good enough to where you can play the game. But yeah, that's about enough rambling for me. Hopefully you guys are having a good kind of, you know, weekend. Right now it's, like I said, it's Monday here, but for most of you guys it might be around Sunday-ish. But yeah, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.